Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing this March the 21st, 2025 daily cryptocurrency and XRP blockchain technology video that you've come to expect, love, need, and deserve. And if we look into what the power of Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing is, it's the first mover advantage and the building of the truth and education and information and trust back into the market. And that's what we're trying to do here. And if you look at the Bitcoin price, we believe we're in this head and shoulders topping out reversal pattern in the medium to longer term price range here. And the first mover advantage, when the price action was right there, we drew out this pattern. Now it's starting to become apparent, and the rest of the field is talking about it. If we look at the 50-day moving average, we've had the bearish cross. I believe that we're going to be going towards a golden bearish cross, where the 50 is going to get below the 200-day moving average that's sitting down there at 85,000. You can see we've gotten rejected by the 200-day moving average like we were talking about earlier in the week. And this weekend, what I think might happen is we continue to trade down, and we're coming down here in our next major move to the 74,174 and change. Then at that point, we could have a small bounce as the 50 completes the bearish cross, because eventually I think we're coming down here to the neckline of this head and shoulders down there at 58,000 and change. And that's something that we've been watching out for several weeks now, as we continue to trade this pattern out and form the right side of the head. And then we could have a pretty substantial bounce that we've been advertising for the right shoulder that you would see here into the future, right? But that's what we're looking for there. And we've been on top of this for you with the first mover advantage. And that's the power of Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing. You can see, and that's the value right there, is getting out ahead of future patterns and being a front runner and a lead, not following, but we set the example and set the gold standard here in the patterns to get you the education and information. Also with the news, you can see Bitcoin dominance is trying to potentially start to rise again. And as you know, this is correlated to when Bitcoin dominance rises like that, altcoins are falling and falling fast. When Bitcoin dominance is falling, like right here, altcoins can rise and rise quite substantially fast. But ever since the 54.83% bottom back in late December, altcoins have primarily been falling because Bitcoin dominance has rallied from 54.83% as high as 64.34% dominance, right? So that's something that's very important. The XLM price, another one that we gave you first mover advantage on, and that's the power of Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing, is back here after the 61 cent top. We told you we got short to medium term bearish right there, when the rest of the field on the crypto sphere and social media and on the mainstream thought this was going to continue to do this. We got short to medium term bearish, and you can see the price action has come all the way down to 27 cents. It's wicked down as low as 22 cents, just below 23 cents. We had the bearish cross that we were talking about, where the 50 is now substantially lower than the 100. We got the 200 running parallel. Another spot where we called last Friday night that we could have a nice bounce here off of a technical level, and that we could come up to the 200-day or potentially as high as the falling 50. We made it up to the 200-day, and now it's starting to fall back down. This 50-day moving average is going to continue to fall down like this and form that bearish cross, the golden bearish cross, like that, where the 50 is falling like so, and it's going to slip and get underneath the 200-day moving average. And this is going to eventually, as this continues to play out into the future, that's going to drive this price back down to 25 cents. Even if we got another little mini bounce there, that's eventually going to drive the price all the way down below this major 25 cent level. And I believe our next major move, like we've been advertising for quite some time here, is coming all the way down to this 18 cents or 18 and a half cents, followed by a pretty substantial rally like we seen here, and like we seen here, and like we seen there, I believe there's going to be a nice rally from that 18 and a half cents, potentially back as high as the 29 or 30 cent level. And that's something that we're going to watch out for. I still don't want to buy you, but this is something that we've kept you out ahead of. So there has been no surprises in the market if you've been following or member of Jabroni Killer. Well, Vincenzo, how do you become members of Jabroni Killer? Well, that's a great question, my audience members, because you're the reason and you're the help, and you're going to be the ones to help me bring truth, trust, education, and information back into the sphere by you sharing it, following it, getting our message out, one Jabroni Killer member at a time and one subscriber at a time. And our road to 10,000 subscribers starts with you, Jay, by hitting that subscription button and the join button to become members of Jabroni Killers, or in all the video descriptions below, there is that at Vincenzo's Jabroni Killer. You can click that. It's an industry cheap and best value of $3.99 a month to help support the channel, to keep these videos flowing daily and free. And then right below those are my Coinbase and Robinhood links below if you want to become members of that. But that's what's going on there in the XLM price. The XRP price, again, the case is closed with the lawsuit with the SEC. It didn't change the structure of the pattern that we were in after it did have a little bit of a pump as the news broke a couple of days ago. We were giving you the first mover advantage, and none of my subscribers or Jabroni Killer members were surprised. Back in mid-January, right there, we drew out this head and shoulders topping out reversal pattern, and nothing has changed structurally since then. We're going to have this bearish cross. You can see we're starting to trend back down now. The 100-day moving average is still slightly trending up due to the recent bounce off a technical level, where we talked about last week that we could trade between the 100-day and potentially as high as this $2.56 level. And we did come up to $2.56 level, which was helped by the news of the case ending. I think that was Wednesday, the same day that the Fed released their interest rates of not lowering them and continuing the pause. We talked about getting topped out here because that was in the forecast and trading back down towards the 100-day moving average. And we came straight down to the 100-day moving average at $2 or just above it in 31 cents. And right now, I think this weekend, we're probably going to trade back down towards the neckline, right? We could come back up for something like that, but I think eventually we slip the 100-day moving average again. And I think in the next couple of days, we end up back down here at the neckline at $2.09. And if we look at the technical target from this head and shoulders topping out reversal pattern, it comes down here to $1.29. And that's something that we've been advertising ever since the price of XRP was sitting well over $3, that we thought the $1.29 was going to happen, that we were forecasting a bearish cross to take place and potentially a golden bearish cross to take place after that. And I still see no reason to believe that that's not where we're going here in the short to medium term. And that's something I'm going to continue to watch out for, while giving you the first mover advantage by keeping your nerves calm and super and simple with education and information, to keep you not to make an emotional, irrational decision, because the more information that you have, the saner and the more logical choices you can make. Big, bold vision, Ripple, Larson praises. Any news here? Rising XRP spot market volume hints at next stage of a parabolic price rally analysis. Why isn't XRP skyrocketing after Ripple's victory? That's something. The XRP price has failed to shoot up dramatically in the wake of Ripple's victory against U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission after the SEC officially dropped the price. Why is XRP not skyrocketing? According to Johnny Crypto, co-founder of Merlin, the lack of massive spike in XRP should not come as a shock. He drew a parallel with historical events in both crypto and mainstream markets, emphasizing that the anticipation trending often leads to muted responses when the official news finally arrives. When Trump won, there was no longer reason for XRP price to jump, but the market was pricing in that last lawsuit would be dropped. Johnny explained, come here. Johnny explained. He pointed out that the run up from 50 cents to 250 last November reflected trading betting on favorable outcome of Ripple's legal trouble. Now that the outcome is certain, the market, come here. Now that the outcome is certain, the market is responding more with whimper than bang. If the SEC has maintained the appeal, XRP price would have likely plummeted instead of staying stable. He added, noting, come here. I don't know if you can hear our program director. He likes to, put him back up there. Come on. Everybody knows who the program director is. He's Sir Tiny. See him? See the program director there? He's being a little, he's being a little grouchy there. Uh-oh.